All right, welcome back there. So we're going to start the 12 to 2 block here. So here we go. The following takes place between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Alright, so when we last left off, we called Prince James, and, rightfully so, he was really worried about his son. So what we're going to do is we exited the hotel because we needed to basically start the new time block. So we're going to go back inside the hotel, and we're going to go to the dining room. Now, we're not going to take a look at anything because we already did that in the 10 to 12 time block. One thing I will do, however, is this, because I kind of like his comment.
I wouldn't want to get greedy about it.
So try taking more than one peppermint, and you have one in your possession, and he'll say that. Now later on, he's going to say some funny stuff after he deals with it with Mosemeister. So, all right. So let's go in the dining room, and we're going to hear some dialogue.
I've been waiting to get you alone, man. I don't like to brag in front of the others. I think you're going to be surprised at how this tour turns out. I'll bring some fame your way. Help you out.
Are you implying, Monsieur Weeks, that you intend to find the treasure this trip?
That's right.
You will have my full attention when you do.
You don't believe me? I got this theory, see?
Monsieur Weeks, everyone has a theory.
Yeah, but they ain't got what I got. You can write that up tight to the bank.
Really? And what do you have that is so unusual?
Why don't you come by my room tonight and find out? I got this big piece of equipment.
Oh, je comprends. However big your equipment, monsieur, I've no doubt seen something very much like it before. Besides, I probably have other plans.
Yeah. I got this really big equipment, see? Yeah, that's,
That sounded really, really, really suggestive.
Oh, yeah. That's the point of it. Well, there's food items. There's food items on the buffet here, so we'll just take a look at it.
Real propane cooking. Yep.
Let's open it. And this is great. I love this.
I make it a rule never to look at French food. But sometimes it looks bad.
He's not kidding. Yeah, there's bouillabaisse is well, it's not one that looks back at you, but bouillabaisse is one of my favorite French dishes. But yeah, there's some other dishes I saw when I was over in Paris several years ago that looked back at me, and it wasn't even on my plate. So yeah. All right, let's try tasting the propane cooking.
Not right now, thanks.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, then you're probably wondering, Gray Fox, does Gabe ever eat? Oh, no, he really will delicate flour. What? We can drink some coffee right now because, Gabe doesn't turn down a good cup of coffee. Or thimble in this case. Oh, you read my mind, huh?
Thimble of coffee. Ugh.
Have you ever drank coffee before? Is that why you hate it, or is it just something that
The smell is gross. I tasted it once. It was nasty.
Okay, gotcha. Would you ever drink like ice blended coffee or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured. See, sometimes there's certain things that brother and sister don't know, so that's why we ask. I never got to witness her drink coffee, and she never got to witness my disgust for tomato soup when it came about, so, yeah. Ugh. Chicken noodle for the win, baby.
Yes.
All right. Fist bump. All right. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go talk to Madeline Bouthane now.
Hey, Madeline. How's lunch?
Satisfactory, Monsieur Knight. Will you be dining, or are the prices here kinda steep?
Ouch.
Oh, if I get hungry, I'll eat. Don't worry about it.
I will try not to,
Fwet. Yeah, she's a little bitchy at points, obviously. So now we're going to go over to the big old Wilkes guy.
Hi. I don't think we've met. I'm Gabriel Knight.
Knight, eh? Wilkes is the name. John Wilkes.
Australian?
That's right. And you're a Yankee.
If you mean American, yeah. But there are certain branches of my family tree that would shoot you for that one. Are you with the tour?
Yeah, I'm with the tour. Look, I'm all for being friendly, like, but my lunch is getting cut.
Oh, sure. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
My favorite term for Madeline is prickly.
Prickly.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Well, she's got barbs, that's for damn sure. Now, John Wilkes, sometimes I'm like, John Wilkes Booth? Better hope the Lincoln's not around, but yeah, he's an interesting character. It's kind of funny how important of a role he has in this. Not the way you're probably thinking, but you'll see. But basically, it's funny, like in our RP that we're basing off of this game, our Ravenloft RP, I made John Wilkes John Morse in honor of Castlevania. We're diehard Castlevania fans. That's like our favorite console game, and I called him John Morse, and he's a nicer fellow, greedy still, but he's going to play a very important role for us on day 2, and I'm really looking forward to playing that this weekend. So after this recording, we're going to do the 2 to 4 block on Friday, just to let you know ahead of time, and you know, we might as well get that out of the way since we're talking about the weekend already, even though it's Tuesday. So reason why we do Tuesday and Friday nights is because I don't work on Wednesday and I don't work on the weekends, and it's just ideal to do this so on my days off we don't, you know, we can do what we want and we get this out of the way since we got free time. Alright, so we're going to go upstairs and we're going to witness something interesting. Now if you entered on the opposite end, Estelle would be like, Mr. Knight.
There you are, ladies. I greatly appreciate your understanding.
They're exchanging rooms.
That's right.
I'm sure you'll be able to repay us somehow, Mr. Bowser, when the time comes. Move along now, Estelle. I really must rest. Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Oh, thank you, Miss Styles.
That's Lady Howard's such a slave driver. Estelle had to crack her back there, and she's like pushing that heavy ass trunk of hers with that fancy suitcase.
Just the delicate flower little actress can't carry anything. It'll give her wrinkles.
Yeah,
And
no
make
kidding.
her voice hurt somehow.
So witnessing that, we're up to 52 points now. So, alright, so what we can do now is we can just go check on Mosley and see if he's, oh, you can hear him here, he's using the hairdryer. How long does it take to dry that hair, you know, the lack of?
Not much.
God, how long can it take to dry those 3 or 4 strands of hair?
Alright, so now that we're done.
He's drying his beard.
He's drying his beard. Yeah, he is beardless. Alright, John, on the other hand, and Mr. Wilkes, but anyway. So, well, while we wait for Mosley to, finish his fashionably late entrance, we are going to exit the hotel and head to the church, which I have been to as well. So, let's go around the corner here. Doing my tough man walk. Now you're a man! A man, man, man! Let me show something before we go to the church. This little kind of roundabout here, this is basically how the road looks in Rennes-le-Chateau. So basically it kind of has this sort of design where it kind of loops around and goes around in kind of like a U shape there. These are the types of main roads that are there, and then there's like a few side roads, but this is an accurate representation of when you drive through Rennes-le-Chateau from the main highway on the Valley Loop. Ooh, look, we got a kitten. Hello, kitten. It's a black kitten.
I wish we could go pet it or pick it up or something.
Yeah, unfortunately this cat isn't really thrilled to see Gabe, so we'll take a look at him.
A black cat.
That is sort of creepy. Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and pet him.
Or try to.
Right.
Oh,
He dashes off into a little hole there.
oh, don't escape, kitty.
You
Oh,
try to show
that's
a
right.
little human kindness, and what does it get you?
Oh dear, here we go.
So that's also a part of our favorite puzzle in the next time block. Yeah. All right. So the church in reality has kind of like a sign here that talks about like tours and mass and stuff like that over here commonly. It does have all of this Latin above here though, so it does have this. So we're going to take a look at this and watch Gabe's awesome translations. Oh, you know what? I made him walk all the way over there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go off screen here and then stop. And then we're going to have him walk up here and voila! There we go. So, magic. All right, so here we go.
There are some words written over the door. Terribilis est lucus isti. Whatever.
Something terrible. I
must
don't
be
know
the
the rest.
Yeah, I'll talk about that at near the end of the video there. So, all right, so we are going to go into the church now. So now we see a bald gentleman.
May I be of service, monsieur? Par ce signe pour le vaincra? Could you tell me what is meant by this? It means, by this sign shall you conquer it. It? What is it? The proper phrase is par ce signe tu vaincra. By this sign shall you conquer, meaning naturally the sign of the cross.
I am aware that there's been a slight modification, yes.
To what end? What is the it to which the words refer?
Monsieur, the Abbé Saunier designed this statue. What he meant by this, or by any of the decorations in the church, we can only surmise.
I see. If that is your answer, then you cannot be of service to me. Good day.
Monsieur.
All right.
Rude.
Yeah. So the church in reality does almost accurately represent what we're seeing here. Gold walls and kind of like carpet looking painting streams, the four statues, the altar, basically the pews here and the confession box. So basically it's a fair representation. Even this statue here is there. But before we go, we have to talk to this gent. I'll go on in a moment. And we're going to meet.
Are you with the tour?
Si, senor. And who are you?
My name's Knight. My friend Moses is on your tour.
Ah, I am Bouquet. Vittorio Bouquet.
Nice to meet you. How'd you like the tour so far?
I am enjoying it. Yes, thank you.
All right. So we got 4 topics for him, and we're going to go left to right as usual. So we'll start with the check-in in the hotel.
Did you get in late last night, Signor Uccelli?
Signor. Yes, it was quite late.
Did you drive, or...
I took a train.
Oh, yeah? I came in last night by train. What train were you on?
From Naples.
All right. Next, we're going to choose the church.
So, what do you think of the church?
It isn't a church. They should make that clear.
It's not a church?
No, this parish was closed years ago. The building is a tourist attraction, nothing more.
Talk about the Grail.
Do you know anything about Holy Grail being around here?
The Grail is a story, nothing more.
Then we go to the treasure.
Did you, did you come to look for the treasure?
Treasure? Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
I would be very surprised.
Then how come you took the tour?
Well, the history of the area and the fable of the treasure is interest one, no?
No, not really.
Then why are you here?
Oh, yeah. The history, sure.
Nice cover up. So we'll look at him.
Signore Bucelli. Italian.
That premise pronunciation.
I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah. So Bukele's going to leave after a moment. We'll look at the statue last, but basically, you got Jesus's the Stations of the Cross and everything like that here, all 14 of them. It's a fascinating church. If you ever find your way out in France, you'd be really impressed. It's a great place to go to have some fun. To read up on the Ren's Enigma before you go up there. But this is just phenomenal stuff here. So we're going to start taking a look around, and we'll start with the confession booth.
That's a confessional, but it looks like it hasn't been used since Vatican II.
Then we'll confess.
I don't think they're still taking customers.
Besides, they would freak out if you told them about yours.
All right. Gabe has some really wise-ass comments about a lot of these statues, so we'll look at them. Grace will basically, when it's her block for day 2, there's going to be English pamphlets over here, and what we'll do is we'll come back to the church, and she's going to give us a history lesson, basically, of all of the statues in here. So, for now, we're just going to be looking at this for his, fun and his benefit there, and then Grace will fill us in later. So you get the humor first, and then you get the knowledge second, as it should be. All right, here we go. So we're going to look at this mural painting that's above the confessional.
Sermon on the Mount, maybe?
Yep. And then we're going to go look at this statue here.
It's Jesus and John the Baptist. They look dusty.
And Bukele just left, and he's going to go get some grub. All right, so we're going to go to Saint Germain.
Saint Germain. Good party, huh? Maybe she's the saint of relativity. Get it? Germain. Relative.
Oh, come on, Gabe.
It's a really interesting story about her, but I won't spoil it. If you're devout in religion, you probably already know it. But yeah, so let's go to Saint Ermite.
Saint Anthony the Hermit. There's a fun-loving guy.
Oh yeah. All right, and then we're gonna go to Antoine de Padoue.
Saint Anthony of Padua. And there's a kid coming out of a book. Scary. Almost enough to make you never pick up a book again.
Another interesting story about that. Then here's Mary Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene. What a babe, huh?
And then here's Saint Roch.
Saint Roach. Nice legs. Maybe he's the patron saint of Gillette.
The patron saint of Gillette. The best a man can get. Remember those commercials? That shows how old I am again. Well, you already know how old I am, so...
Very, very old.
Yeah, I know 36 is like the new 50, I guess. Oh, man. But, hey, let me tell you something. The older you get doesn't mean you don't need to feel any younger, so, I'll be playing video games till I'm dead, basically.
Yeah.
My biggest philosophy in life is be responsible, but never fully grow up. Take care of your bills, take care of your loved ones if you have them, take care of your children if you have them, take care of your wife or husband if you have them, whatever. But never fully grow up. Play video games forever. Be into geek stuff if that's your thing. Just enjoy your life. Have fun and talk shit on the side. But anyway, let's take a look at the color banners.
It's a leaf and vine.
Ooh, a leaf.
Stained glass window.
Stained glass. It's a bit too Victorian for my taste, but Gracie loves the stuff.
It's pretty.
Let's go over here.
Stained glass.
Oh, same thing there. I was looking at different stained glass. Okay. All right. So, let's go to the little sermon cubby here.
It's a big pulpit kind of thing.
Then let's go over to the altar.
Mary Magdalene in some kind of a cave. A skull, a book, and a cross made from a tree with living branches. Oh,
Weird.
Now let's look at this here.
Madonna and child.
It's kind of a Catholic thing. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Catholic thing.
Sorry about that. Okay. Let's click on this.
It's Joseph holding the infant Jesus.
Look at the stained glass above that.
Magdalene washing Jesus' feet. They just don't make women like that anymore.
Tell me about it. Hashtag me too on Jesus. Alright, we're going to save real quick. I recently updated some security on Windows 7, so I wonder if it was just trying to say restart or postpone. Oh well. So here's a door. This goes to the Abbe's office.
That must be the Abbe's office. Maybe I should just talk to the guy at the desk.
Try knocking on the door when the Abbe's there. Alright, so let's go do the Stations of the Cross now.
I remember these Stations of the Cross from my catechism classes. This one shows Jesus with Pilate.
Yeah.
And then, next one.
Jesus carrying the cross. Jesus falls for the first time. Didn't wear much in those days, didn't they?
Nope.
Jesus and some women. Magdalene probably one of them. Still on the way to the crucifixion. From the dark depths of my early religious training, I seem to remember something about Veronica and the veil. He falls again, or something. Father O'Brien would be ashamed at my memory.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Jesus with some more women. No, don't remember who. I think this one is Jesus falling for the third time. The soldiers take Jesus' clothes and throw dice for him. I remember that one. He was really reminding me of Gran. I should give her a call as soon as we get back to Littersburg.
Grandma from Sins of the Fathers.
He's being crucified. I never did like these things. Even way back when. Creeps me out.
Shows him.
I suppose that's the point.
Shows him on the cross there, and people are weeping around him, basically.
He's removed from the cross. Jesus is taken to the tomb.
And there you go. So that's pretty much everything to take a look at it. Well, actually, let's take a look at the pews.
They're called pews. You sit in them.
Okay, yeah, that's right, the statue. So we'll go back to the statue here.
Bucelli says it means, by this sign you shall conquer it. Wonder how he knows.
Yeah. Alright, so we are going to take a look at these four angels here.
What are they looking for? The last virgin in France.
Oh.
Alright, so
Hey, we're in a church. Be nice.
so then we'll take a look here.
What are they looking
Oh,
for?
whoops. Okay. Let's see if he does it on this one here.
What are they looking for?
Same thing. Okay. So now you see this pattern thing here. So you're not supposed to do this yet, but we're just going to do it for the hell of it. So you notice like the hand formations here. That's what he's kind of noticing. So you just kind of do this, 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 and this, and here we go.
Those hand positions can also make it tilted square. Never noticed that when I took catechism classes.
Square.
Square. All right, now we're looking at a little demon here. This is real, by the way.
Nothing like a little satanic imagery to make a church feel cozy.
This demon here, we're going to highlight it here. Well, Gabe's legs are in the way. Here, let's get Gabe out of the way first. Okay. All right. This is Asmodeus, basically. That's what the statue is, holding up the holy water font there. There we go. Sorry, but basically Asmodeus is from the book of Tobit, and he's the villain in that, basically, and he was also mentioned in the story of the construction of Temple Solomon as well. So he kind of plays a little bit of a side role in this later, which we'll find out and everything. But that's kind of why he's in here, is because it actually plays on certain thing. Okay, so we're gonna back away from that and
Need to stop for a second.
okay.
Take off the sting.
So we'll just pause here. Well, we'll keep running, but I'll just wait for her. So I just needed a drink of water myself. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday, Wednesday. This will probably be uploaded Wednesday more than likely, but hope you're all having fun. I know we are. We've been looking forward to doing this for quite a while, so. And Pikachu's back.
Hello.
All right, so 2 more things before we talk to the Abbé. Number 1, we're going to take a look at the pamphlet.
They got brochures, but they're in French.
You can ask.
You got any of these in English?
Not at the moment, but I have someone over. If Monsieur would check back tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. You can try to take it.
I don't read French.
And here's the donation bin.
Fuel for the flock. Trinkets for the Trinity.
Let's take from it.
Hey, I got enough sins already.
That's awful.
Oh, you remember in The Beast Within, he got pretty lucky in that, so.
Oh, right.
Yep. All right, time to talk to the Abbé. It's a pretty nice conversation.
He looks like a math teacher I had once, which explains why I never liked math.
All right, here we go.
Hey, how are you? The name's Knight.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Are you the priest here, or...
People call me the Abbé, yes. The names Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
All right, so left to right again, we'll start with the church.
This is quite a place. I haven't seen many churches this, colorful.
I assure you, it is unique. St. Mary Magdalene is quite ancient, but Abbé Saunière restored it in the 1890s. It is his spirit you see around you.
Ah, nice.
All right, ask about the church again.
You don't see churches dedicated to Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite strong in the old days, particularly in this part of the world.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France after the death of Jesus. She lived here for many years. In fact, you can visit her remains at a church near Marseille.
Oh, I had no idea.
I've been to Marseille. That's where Alexander Dumas's Count of Monte Cristo, Edmond Dantes was living in at the time there, in his story. And it's a very nice little port town. It has really good food there, and it has a lot of ruins from like the 1800s and things like that, kind of like castle, chateau-ish ruins, things like that. Pretty nice. All right, so we're going to ask about the Grail.
The Holy Grail has been linked to this area. Is that right?
The connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself. What have you read on the subject?
Not much. Arthurian legends aren't really my thing. But it's supposed to be a cup that contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
vessel that contains the blood of Christ, yes.
All right. Gonna ask about the Holy Grail again.
Do you think the Holy Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château? It is possible.
Ask about the Grail one more time.
Do you know of anyone in this area that has a particular interest in the Grail?
Besides myself? No one that I can think of. Of course, the treasure seekers who visit the valley are often interested in the Grail.
All right. We're gonna ask about the Magdalene cult.
What do you mean by the Magdalene cult?
A cult of devotion. It's still quite strong in this area, despite the best efforts of the Catholic Church. Did you know that most of the famous Black Madonna images were not images of the Virgin Mary alone, but of the Magdalene? The Church wanted to downplay the role of Mary Magdalene, so they called her a prostitute and insisted that all the Black Madonnas were really the Virgin Mary.
Talk about Mary Magdalene again.
But the Black Madonnas usually show a mother and child, don't they? If the woman's Mary Magdalene, who's the child?
Excellent question, Mr. Knight.
But no answer, Mr. Knight. So now we're going to ask about the Templars.
Do you know much about the Templars?
I know the basic history. There are a few Templars buried in the cemetery. But, yes. I think I'll refer you to a young scholar staying in the house near the Chateau de Blanchefort. His name is Larry Chester. He says he's working on a Templar.
Okay, thanks.
And let me know if he's helpful at all, will you?
Sure.
And we'll go to ask about the treasure.
Do you think that there's a treasure around here?
Of course there's a treasure, but it will not be found by just anyone. Let those who have ears hear.
Right.
All right.
I bet our nut. Wonder what he did wrong to get stuck in a place like this. I don't want to wear out my welcome.
All right. So let's do a quick save here. All right. So we got that saved for there. Okay. So that takes care of the church. So we're all set there. And we'll go out back to the cemetery, and basically we'll go ahead and take a look at some stuff. There's an Easter egg out there, so we'll take a look at that too. So that clock ticking means that you've reached like the mid block, so it's about 1 p.m. now. I'm going to let me scratch my back real quick here, so sorry. Let me adjust my glasses here too. Okay. Sorry, okay, there we go. So, basically at this point, let me get hold on. Okay, there we go. Sometimes this headset's kind of itchy, so. Alright, so, let's see if he has anything to say about the rest of this. Oh no, okay, he doesn't. Alright. So the cemetery is over here on the side. Now, the real church, there's no cemetery here. It's actually in the back. So basically, this kind of wall area here is false. There's actually a garden over here in the real Rennes-le-Château. So, all right. Anyway, here's the cemetery, and we'll just go ahead and read graves and listen to Gabe's comments.
Maxine Lafitte. She died in the 70s. Let me say out loud.
That sounds like left feet.
And here's the next one here.
Louis Hoffet. Picked it in 1964.
Alright. And this is, look at this tomb here.
That's a big tomb.
Look at this tree.
Shade for the dead. That is important.
Alright. And here's the Easter egg here. You can't, it won't let you click on it, but it says, it actually says Kurt Cobain. So 1969 and 1995. Wrong dates though, or for the birth there. But yeah, if any of you guys don't know, Kurt Cobain's the lead singer for Nirvana that supposedly committed suicide after he was getting better and everything. Oh, so you're one of those idiots that believes that Courtney Love offed him, possibly. Nothing's...
There was a girl at my high school obsessed with him, and it was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's read this here.
Poor Pierre. He was only 34. Of course, that's 238 in dog years.
Smart ass.
Can't read it. The letters have worn away.
But looks like it's a Templar because it says like 1263 to 1391. Well, it's probably not that, but it's got a Jewish star on it, Star of David. Alright.
Abigail passed on in 1893.
And let's see, so there's another one that has the Star of David on it. And here's this gent.
It says Jacques Girard, 1792 to 1861. Hey, I wonder if he could be the Jacques of Frere Jacques.
I wonder if he's related to that lady from the museum.
Oh, Madame Girard. Could be.
That window is in the Abbe's office.
Let's open it. Oh, but it gets stuck.
That window is in the Abbe.
Okay. Oh, Dread, I won't let it have a smart-ass comment for trying to...
That gave me a stalker.
Duke de Ray's, 1700s.
Yep. Here's Marie Denarnaud's grave here.
Ici repose Mademoiselle Marie Denarnaud. Died January 1953 at 85 years old.
Then
I wonder who that is.
doesn't say. But then
It's a cross.